Welcome to Mike's Organic Cafe. Today I'll show you my take on a French stick or a foot-long Italian herb and cheese sub using minimal organic ingredients and stuffing it with leftover smoked organic lamb and chicken, so nothing needs to be wasted. Ingredients are 300 grams of unbleached bread flour, half a teaspoon of bicarb of soda, aluminium free, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, aluminium free, 1 teaspoon of Baker's icing sugar mixture made from monk fruit sweetener, 1 tablespoon nutritional yeast. You can use regular baker's yeast if you can handle it, 1 cup unhomogenized milk, 1 egg separated for the dough, we use the white, and for the bread finish, we use the yolk, 4 mixed cheeses and oregano to sprinkle on top, and 1 cup of water in case we need it. Step 1. Sift the flour into your dough mixer bowl, creating a well in the center, then adding the bicarb of soda, followed by the baking powder, then the sugar, then the yeast, then the egg white. Place the bowl with the dough hook attachment, then on low speed add the milk bit by bit as it combines, then increase the speed a little bit. If it forms a soft dough, you're ready. Otherwise add a bit of water, not the whole cup. If you do, it'll make it very wet. If that does happen, just add 1 tablespoon of flour at a time until it forms a dough we're after. It should look like mine. Step 2. Get a mixing bowl, lather it in organic olive oil so it's easier to remove since it's sticky. Then place the dough followed by a sheet of cling wrap, then set aside for an hour, covering it with a tea towel. Step 3. It's been an hour, the dough rose a little, but because we're using nutritional yeast, not regular yeast, it won't rise much while resting, so we're relying on the baking soda and baking powder to hopefully inflate it in the oven while cooking. So remove the cling wrap and on a lightly floured surface place the dough, flouring it on all sides, then knead it the size of your baking tray, like a rectangular shape, then cut in half, and from the middle to the edge fold it in 3. Don't worry that it's flat, as I said it's very soft dough and should become fluffy once cooked. Step 4. Place the 2 kneaded and folded dough onto the baking tray. You can cut the ends off if they're too big, but I'll leave mine because why waste it. Then leave to rest, covering with a tea towel for another half an hour. Step 5. Preheat your oven to 180 to 200 degrees. Then mix a bit of water with the egg yolk, stir it with the brush, then lather the top of the French stick, then place in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes to start with. You don't want to overcook it. After, we're going to add the cheese and back in the oven. Step 6. After 15 minutes, take them out while they're hot. Put your cheese mix and coarse oregano to make it like Italian herb and cheese. I think it's better to cut up the cheese into thin rectangles because shredded one goes everywhere. So sprinkle the cheese on top, then sprinkle the oregano, then back in the oven to grill. And melt the cheese until it turns orange, being careful not to overcook it. Although overcooked cheese is quite delicious, take out the bread once cooked and then leave it to rest on a cooling rack. Step 7. In the meantime, get your leftover smoked meats ready, salad and herbs and spices if you like more flavor, and hot sauce or make your own garlic sauce. Then in a frying pan, preheated, add the butter, then the meat, stirring until heated. By now the bread should have cooled, so cut it in half, add the meat, the sauce and the veggies, and you've created your very own kebab and Italian herb and cheese organic foot-long. Enjoy, thanks for watching, and be seeing you in Mike's Organic Cafe for more delicious organic recipes.